It is Monday morning right now. I woke up quite early and it is actually like semi-dark again when you wake up now. If you wake up early, obviously. But I have so many mixed feelings about this because I kind of really like it when it's like kind of dark in the mornings and evenings because it just makes everything a bit more cozy. So I just have mixed feelings because it's just too early for it. Like, it's still August, so I don't want it to be dark in the mornings, but then it also just makes it cozier because I just started my morning by reading a few pages in bed, which I honestly usually don't do in the mornings. I try to read more at night instead of in the morning, but that's because I always feel like it's kind of a waste. Like, it doesn't feel very productive, and I always feel like if I wake up I just have to immediately like do so many things. And now I figured I would just start by reading a couple of pages and then start my work day, because obviously if you wake up like early you still have time before work, and I really like spending that with like a walk or a workout, or for example like this, just reading. So I made myself a coffee. I'm actually starting to get a little bit more into latte art now again, because obviously over the summer I've been making so many more iced lattes that I don't know, I'm just not really a barista. Like, I've never taken any class or something for this. And then when you just don't make warm coffees for a while, you kind of just get out of the swing of things. And I just did not know how to do latte art anymore. Not that I do latte art very well, but I try and sometimes it kind of works out. Like, honestly, today it wasn't as bad and the coffee was really good, because sometimes if the latte art isn't good, the coffee also just doesn't taste very good, because sometimes if there's not enough air in the milk's not very foamy. The coffee is actually very like milky because it's just too thin, and I don't like the coffee like that. So very happy with my coffee. And yeah, I just have a work from home day. I do need to go out for I need to go out for a coffee date. That sounds so ridiculous, but I have to film a video for a bag. Honestly, this is just me being a perfectionist and kind of making it more difficult for myself, because I could have just done an easy like outfit video with this bag, but I just like it more if there's an actual concept to it. So I wanted to do like a what's in my bag type of video, and then solo date edition, and then also obviously include clips of the actual solo dates. So that means I do actually need to go out for a solo coffee date, which honestly does make it a little bit more difficult for me, because I've been having kind of a hard time balancing like personal things, work things, YouTube things, social things, because I always feel like during the week I just need to work. And I do, like, I'm literally partly self-employed. I have the freedom to rearrange my time, and if I have to do something during the day I can finish more work like in the evenings and stuff, but there's not a lot of balance right now. So I have a very big work task today. It kind of depends on the day, but usually if I have like a very big task, like for example today I have to do work for my freelance social media client, and basically I can divide this in like different days, because I basically have to make the content for an entire like upcoming month. So for the month of September I have to create all the content and prepare all of that. Sometimes I try to divide this throughout like 2 days, but when I do want to do it in one day, which is how I usually try to do it, I do want to divide it in like 2 or 3 blocks, so it doesn't feel like that big of a task because you've kind of divided it. So usually I like to do like the more focused blocks first, because honestly in the morning I just have more focus than in the afternoon. Like after it hits like 2 or 3 p.m. I just can't really do any like focused tasks anymore. I can do like editing or just some things that you don't really have to think about, but actually coming up with like concepts and stuff, I just like to do that in the morning. So that's pretty much the plan for today. I think I'm gonna make some breakfast and then start on the first block. I also need to go for a run, by the way, but I wanted to go for a walk this morning and it was so rainy, and I'm so not ready for the rain again. Like, I hate it when you wake up and it's raining, because I just wanted to go for a walk when I woke up, but then I was like, I don't know, I just couldn't be bothered to go out in the rain, so I didn't go. And now I'm just hoping, because the sun is kind of peeking through over there, so I really hope the sun is gonna come out and I can go for my run in like the afternoon, and then maybe after dinner I can go for like a little walk or something. But first we need to work. It is now almost 4 p.m. and I'm done with my work task, which I'm so happy with that I got that out of the way on a Monday, because I usually either postpone this for way too long, or I don't know, I'm always dreading like very big tasks. I really like doing like smaller tasks so you can actually cross things off, and with things like this I do try to still divide it in different sections so you still cross things off, but I don't know, I always kind of dread like a big task. So I'm very happy that I got that done, and now I'm about to go on a run. I skipped all 3 of my runs last week, so I'm quite excited to go on a run right now. Also a little bit nervous because it just always kind of feels like a step back if you miss a few runs. I don't know, that just affects you like so much, which is so annoying. But I was very motivated the last time I went on a run, so I'm kind of hoping— ooh, the sun is coming out. I'm really hoping that motivation is like still in here somewhere, and I feel slightly, well not slightly, very insecure in this outfit, but when I went out earlier it was so warm actually. So I'm wearing my new Planet Noosa outfit and I haven't worn these shorts, so very curious to see how they're gonna stay up while running, so I'm excited for that. And then I have my New Balance shoes, and I think I'm supposed to do a 4K easy run, but I think if everything goes well I might try and do a 5K to kind of catch up on the runs that I've been missing, which is not really how it works, but I feel like if it goes very well I might just try and do an easy 5K instead of 4K. So yeah, I'm gonna go on a run. My coffee at Louvre was really good as usual, and it was free because I filled up my stamps card. So I got a free coffee. What more do you want? So when I get back I'm gonna edit that video, and then I also need to edit for YouTube. So that's pretty much what the rest of my day is gonna consist of. But first we're gonna go on a run, and I'm very excited about these shorts. I feel like they're gonna be really good for running. Also, I'm doing a little wellness kind of challenge that I've set for myself. I don't actually know how much I'll share about this, but basically I just wanted to do a little bit of like a challenge, like challenge myself to actually work on these things every day to kind of just get my spark back. So that means more running, more journaling, and more reading. So we're off to a great start today, and I'm excited to see how everything goes. So we're gonna go on a run. Give you guys a little bit of an apartment update because there has been quite some changes recently, if you couldn't tell. First and foremost, honestly, since we moved in, we had this little corner in the living room that we just had no idea what to do with, because we put some planks up on the wall and everything, but nothing really worked because it's quite a dark area, and we just wanted something that makes it feel calm but then also pretty. And Desenio was kind enough to send me one of their big canvases, which I'm so excited about, because I feel like this corner is mostly walls, and every time we would try to put something up the wall it would either be something very small or like a plank that would just make this corner feel very small. So then we figured maybe a big print would be nicer, and I can already tell that it makes such a difference. I will show you the print that I chose. It just makes it look like so much more calm but still like very pretty. I feel like this print makes this corner a little bit less closed off, because I feel like because of all the walls it always felt very close, and now we have a beautiful canvas that makes this corner so much better. And if we switch the camera around, this is the other canvas that I chose. I feel like these posters, like the canvas and this one, it feels a little bit more abstract, but still like there is a lot happening, but it's still super calming. And I feel like for our space we just wanted something that felt very calm, so you can actually feel at home and just feel at peace. So that's why we decided to go for these two, because they're just very calming, and the colors are also just calming but still very beautiful, and I'm literally obsessed with how this looks. It looks so nice. I'm just very happy that our living room is finally coming together a little bit more, and it finally feels like a place you actually want to be in, and these posters take such a big role in that. Basically, Desenio is just dedicated to creating beautiful homes through affordable art, so I would definitely check out some of the posters, because honestly I feel like a poster or a canvas can really upgrade your living room. Even if you don't have to do that much, just hang up a poster and it will make such a difference. I also really like those gallery walls where you can put up a lot of different posters, but I feel like for this room specifically it would just be too much. But I feel like if you have a very calm room already without like a lot of different small walls, it might look really good. And they were also kind enough to give me a little discount code for you guys, so you can use my code to get up to 50% off at Desenio. So once again, thank you to Desenio, because these posters make truly a big difference in our living room. I need to not forget about my coffee before it gets cold. Then next to our new poster, we actually have a new piece that I found on Marketplace. I had found these wine racks from IKEA a few weeks ago, but IKEA doesn't sell these anymore, so you can only find them on like Marketplace or something. And I have been looking at it, but honestly people were selling these for quite a lot because they're obviously vintage, so we were kind of debating on what to do. And then last week I saw someone on Wednesday and she sold 3 of these for 10 euros, which usually they sell like 1 for 30. So I obviously immediately replied and they were already gone, which makes sense because that was a ridiculous price. But then the next day I was in the office and I saw someone selling these like where my office is based. So we were having dinner at my grandparents and my mom was driving us to the station, and we were like, can you just like make a quick pit stop before we go to the station? So we got 2 of those wine racks, and I just feel like it kind of makes it look very lived in. I feel like every time we would put something up, it would be something new or something that you weren't actually using, and it just all felt very fake. And I feel like this corner now is a lot more personal also, so it just makes it a lot more cozy, and I'm very excited to go to the wine store and get like a very cute bottle of wine to put in there. And I also got this little side table at the thrift store, which I'm also very happy with, because I feel like this corner is now finally just getting so much more cozy, and I'm very, very happy. And then moving on to our bedroom, we have a couple of changes, but I feel like I've pretty much shown these already. Also, I forgot to mention, we actually got a new rug in the living room. So when we got back from our holiday, we actually built a new closet. I say build, but this is not very hard to build. So we just got a new closet. This is the like Omar shelves from IKEA, and we just made it like this so you can put your shoes down there. And then this is obviously my side, and then this side is for you. We just felt like the other closet that was already in the apartment when we bought it was very massive, and this just feels a lot more open and a little bit more elegant. Then we also got these see-through curtains to go around it, and this is a little bit of a work in progress because we still need to make these shorter because now they're a bit long. So now the closet kind of feels like closed off but still part of the bedroom, if that makes any sense. And it just, I don't know, we like it a lot more than the other one, so very happy with that as well. And lastly, we moved our bed to that side instead of being in the middle, just because it gives you a little bit more space on this side instead of just not having space on both sides. And I'm just very happy with how everything's turning out.
Can't hide it anymore from maybe a month or a year from now, I'll find my way somehow back to myself again.
It's been such a gloomy morning today. Like, it's literally been raining all morning, which I don't like it, but I also find it kind of cozy because we're just inside. It's pretty dark inside, so we're lighting some candles. And to be fair, usually I don't like it when it's dark inside because I really want like a lot of daylight in the apartment. But right now it's also kind of cozy, but it also makes me just want to shower, bundle up, be in bed and read a book. But sadly we're not doing that because I have a lot of work to do today. I make a coffee and I think I'm gonna use this mug today. I feel like this is I'm back to kind of bring some color into this day. But yeah, today we're just gonna be home working, and I have literally been wearing it literally has a stain, but I've been wearing this shirt the past couple of days because it's so freaking comfy. It's from Uniqlo, and I also have it in white, which I don't really wear long sleeves very often, but now I got these two and I wear them all the time because they're so comfortable. I was wearing them with sweats, but today we switched it up to some leggings because honestly, if you say that you'd rather be in jeans with this weather when you're literally behind your laptop all day, you're lying. Like, I know that dressing up can make you more productive sometimes, but sometimes you also just need to be in sweats. But yeah, we're just gonna make this like a cozy early autumn day today, and I'm literally just gonna try and tick off all of my to-dos.